So then, welcome to the final module in the Bitcoin subject of the course. In this module, we're going to be looking at altcoins. Now, you might have heard of altcoins before, or even tokens for that matter. But what actually is an altcoin? And that's what we're going to look at in this module. So briefly, the contents then. What is an altcoin? Okay, an alternate coin. Why do we need them? How we can buy new altcoins. Alts and the crypto market. So the link and comparison we can make between the two. And we do this by using market dominance. So we're going to look at that. And then unfortunately, we're going to look at scam coins, okay, which come under the category of altcoins. So then, what are altcoins? Now, in terms of the crypto market, we have Bitcoin as the kind of central store of value, the number one cryptocurrency. And we need to remember that Bitcoin is a coin. It's designed to be a currency, or at least a store of value, okay? We can go as far to say it's an asset. Now, there are other types of cryptocurrency. There are alternate coins, which kind of summarizes everything other than Bitcoin, as we can see on the screen. Altcoins are simply alternative coins to Bitcoin. So we categorize everything else under altcoins. However, they may not be coins themselves, okay? They may be tokens, or, a new word, they may be stable coins. Okay, now we are going to look at stable coins when we learn about Ethereum. However, just knowing that they are there is good enough for now. So there's stable coins and there's tokens. Now, what's the difference between all of these? Well, tokens are altcoins, okay, that are different, that have different values given to them by companies. So in a sense, we can actually look at tokens in the same way as we look at a stock of a company, okay, stocks and shares. Essentially, with some kind of ICO, which is an initial coin offering, similar to an IPO, an initial public offering, which happens on an exchange, okay, stock market. Similar things happen in the crypto world. Okay, where companies use a currency to float the value of their company or to raise funds. Okay, now mainly this is done with tokens because they can actually have their own kind of value. Now this is similar, but not the same as tokens for the token economy. Okay, it's very similar though. Because a token is simply whatever value the company wants to give it. Now, in terms of coins themselves, a coin is simply something which, when given certain rules, like Bitcoin has 21 million coins, it gains a form of value within a community, okay, within public interest, right? It has this level of value. And so that is essentially what an altcoin is. So an altcoin summarizes everything other than Bitcoin itself. And it also includes tokens and stablecoins. Okay? So then why do we need them? So coins and tokens don't actually have the same protocol or values as Bitcoin. Okay, like we've just mentioned. Some developers or companies believe that different protocols and attributes can create better coins that hold more value for its users. Okay, again, when we're looking at things like tokens can be given values, okay, coded values which people may find more valuable than a coin like Bitcoin, which only has a scarcity value, for example. Okay, another currency might be fair trade, it might be vegan, all of these kind of different values that we can come up with, someone might find more value in that currency than another currency. So then, in terms of Bitcoin, its greatest protocol is the 21 million coins. My favorite thing about Bitcoin is why we keep mentioning it. And in terms of a business, Ethereum, which is the second largest cryptocurrency, it actually provides usability, services and products such as decentralized apps, smart contracts, and decentralized finance. We can actually utilize Ethereum in many different ways as a business. Ethereum has links with Visa and MasterCard. It doesn't get much better than that when it comes to developing currencies, because we can build currencies on top of the Ethereum blockchain. A lot of currencies, when we look at actually how currencies are created in the crypto market, a lot of them duplicate Bitcoin's code, open source code. It's perfectly normal. This isn't necessarily a copy of Bitcoin. There's 9,500 altcoins at the moment. A lot of them are rubbish and scams, but we can see by the market cap of the top 100 or the top 500, the ones which are actually trying to achieve something. So in a sense, Bitcoin has been copied 9,500 times, but we're not worried about that because Bitcoin's dominance remains, and its top of mind awareness remains, and its value offering, they all remain. So in terms of buying new altcoins, on screen there is 4 of many different exchanges where you can buy and sell, or even hold if you want to hold a small amount of cryptocurrency. That these are 4 very good exchanges. So in terms of new altcoins, they can be very hard to buy because a lot of the time they're being created very, very quickly with very, very small market caps. It's very hard to get them listed on a lot of exchanges. And usually by the time they do become listed on an exchange, a lot of growth has already happened. So new alts can be very hard to buy because limited wallets will actually accept them, because the wallet, remember, has to connect to that particular coin's blockchain, and it requires quite a significant amount of effort and work to link these coins up with multiple different wallets. And the more wallets you connect to, the more exchanges you connect to, the more the more adoption there will be for your currency. So getting in early can be very difficult, but as I'm sure you're aware, some of these altcoins go up hundreds, if not thousands of % in value in their early stages. Now, again, you're essentially you're gambling at that point if you invest in a brand new coin, unless you genuinely believe that this company has value behind it and their team is actually of value. So then alts and the crypto market. Now, to get the value of a coin, now I've seen this a lot online. People see the price of Bitcoin at, for example, 40,000, and then they see the price of Cardano or ADA at the price of £1. So the difference between 40,000 and £1 is significant. Now, what a lot of people think who are new to the crypto market is that these prices are somewhat connected, and by no means, they just are not connected in any way, shape or form. The price of Bitcoin is completely dependent on its coin supply, and that coin supply must be divided by the actual market cap. And what people tend to think is, well, Cardano at £1 is significantly cheaper than Bitcoin, and Cardano is going to go to 40,000 like Bitcoin has. And this just isn't the case at all. Okay, some currencies have an unlimited supply of coins, and so the price is inflationary. Some have a capped amount, like Bitcoin, okay, where the price of Bitcoin is only going to go up, obviously up or down. However, in terms of actual growth, when people look at the prices of these altcoins compared to Bitcoin, they think they're incredibly cheap, and that the percentage gain is going to be just crazy, because they think that the price is somewhat going to match the price of Bitcoin eventually. So as long as we understand that the price of these cryptocurrencies completely depend on the coin supply and the market cap, you'll be okay in deciding what is a good value coin and what is not. Okay, so again, this is a good indicator of how well a coin is doing or has been adopted, and if a coin is legitimate or a scam. Usually scam coins have very small market caps. They're usually pumped and then dumped, okay? So in terms of market dominance, because all altcoins are in competition essentially for market dominance with Bitcoin, because again, we separate Bitcoin from all the rest of the currencies, market dominance is a good indicator of who has a bigger market share of the total crypto economy or marketplace. So at the moment in 2021, Bitcoin's around 55% dominance. Currently it has dropped slightly, which means altcoins are on the rise in terms of against Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's value has somewhat come down, and the total market cap of altcoins has increased. Now this is normal in a cycle. Okay, Bitcoin's dominance does rise and fall as we go through the halving events of Bitcoin, bull markets, bear markets, and through alt seasons. So then market dominance visually, we can see that market dominance in the initial years was very, very high, upwards of 90 or 80 to 90%. And then in 2017, we can see the ICO boom, and we know that an ICO is an initial coin offering. So these ICOs became very, very popular, and because of the incredible percentage gains of these new currencies, because again their market cap is so small and they almost start off with nothing, that an early investment in a coin can usually lead to several thousand% in gains. Okay, and this obviously caught on as people had fear of missing out, and everyone jumped in. This meant the price of Bitcoin's dominance decreased. The price of Bitcoin decreased, and the dominance therefore decreased as the currency bled into the altcoins. Okay, we can see there in July of 2017 that is what essentially happened. Okay, and we can see over a bear market it moves kind of sideways, it doesn't really move too much, and then we're going into somewhat of an altcoin season currently, as we can see early 21 there just appearing on the chart. So then unfortunately some altcoins are scams. It's very, very easy to create a web page to essentially create a new currency on Ethereum and to try and blag your way into offering something which doesn't exist. Now, because people are so thirsty for these kind of crazy gains, a lot of people unfortunately do invest in all of the new coins, and more than 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, they don't pay off. Okay, again, it's very easy to create these new altcoins because there's no regulations. You can simply go onto Ethereum, build your coin on the Ethereum blockchain, and all of a sudden you have a new cryptocurrency. Okay, So we need to be able to differentiate between the actual valuable altcoins and tokens from the scamming coins and tokens. Okay, so scammers like to create coins. They create a lot of buzz, hype, adverts, everything. They put a lot of money into making it as believable as possible. They pump the price up and then they sell at the top and they make a large amount of money. Okay, so please do not get caught in this altcoin scam cycle of investing in early coins just because you want the gains, okay? Please be responsible with your investments. So then, that is the last module in the Bitcoin subject of this course complete. Now, I know this wasn't necessarily about Bitcoin, however, it was a great time to introduce altcoins as we're talking about market dominance and essentially everything other than Bitcoin itself. Okay, so Bitcoin's competition within the market of crypto. So then in the next subject, we're going to be learning all about Ethereum and all of its products and services that it offers and why it is such a great business and why it deserves to be number 2 on the market cap of cryptocurrencies at the moment. So I will see you in that subject next.